Boom shakalaka, today is a day you will not forget for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. In this video, we're going to talk about where Bitcoin is likely headed next and why we are just getting started. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including huge news today, why this is a day you will likely remember, and where Bitcoin and altcoins are likely headed next. Before we get into it, guys, push that like button. Now, let's get started. Today, fear and greed index 66 into greed, jumping out of neutral and fear from last month back into greed territory. Why, you might ask? Well, the overall market jumped up 7.5% today. Bitcoin at 33,999, Ethereum at 1815, BNB at 228, XRP 54 cents, Solana $31, Cardano 28 cents, Dogecoin 6 cents, and Tron 9 cents. And if we take a look at Bitcoin here, breaking out of a multi-month long structure, this wedge right here, breaking above previous local highs from July, and the top trend line of this, which was at 33,000, broken above there, could likely find support above that structure. Now, in case you have your head in the sand, you might be asking why, whatever happened to Bitcoin. Well, the big news today, just in BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust, has been listed on the DTCC, Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, which is one of the steps on the way towards a spot Bitcoin ETF. So, last week, I think that was last week, we saw the fake news. This apparently is real news for the spot Bitcoin ETF coming to fruition. And after that news, check this out, over $90 million in Bitcoin short liquidations in just 5 minutes. And over the course of the next few hours, this was $310 million in Bitcoin shorts that got liquidated. So the idea that the price would go back down into this territory, pretty unlikely, as a lot of shorts got liquidated, which would have pushed the price up so quickly. Now, that being said, we do know that there is a huge Bitcoin move on the way, the tightest monthly compression since 2016, all the way back here in terms of the log Bollinger Band, with, we can see, tightest compression. Now 2016, Bitcoin alone 100x'd after that tight compression. Could we be in for something along those lines? Well, certainly, if spot ETF finally gets approval and people start adding Bitcoin to their portfolio in a manner similar to gold, yes, we could see a $500,000 to $1 million Bitcoin, no problem. We also are seeing right now stablecoin rotation into Bitcoin is surging at its third highest level in 5 years. So we saw it back here, here, and here, all times when we saw Bitcoin prices going up dramatically. Bitcoin is back above the short-term holder cost basis. Now, an important thing to note, aside from it being above the short-term holder cost basis, is at times when it does go above the dotted line, when the green goes above the dotted line, look at what happens to Bitcoin price overall. We see very dramatic surges in Bitcoin price. So likely going to see a very dramatic surge in Bitcoin price coming in soon. Also, DXY has breakdown of a support trend line that right now has retested. So DXY should continue dropping, and since Bitcoin works opposite to DXY, Bitcoin should continue going up. So a lot of factors coming in to suggest Bitcoin price, this could just be the very beginning of something huge. Another factor, how about the halving coming up in about 6 months from now? We are in the second part of the pre-bull run phase. Could be the last chance to accumulate Bitcoin and altcoins at a discount. Now, some price levels to keep an eye out for with Bitcoin. We did just break through the bear market neckline, which you can see from 2014 to 2017 would be this territory, breaking through there as Bitcoin broke through $30,000. Now, the next level that we would be headed towards, step 2 right here, is the 61.8 fib. Right now, that's about $46,000. So that would be the next territory where Bitcoin could be headed. And breaking through there, we will be headed towards previous all-time highs, right around $70,000 and beyond for Bitcoin. And from the looks of things, even though Bitcoin is starting to jump up, even though you didn't buy it at 10,000 or 15,000 or 25,000, evidence is we are just getting started. If we take a look at the Bitcoin MVRV Z-score, we can see that generally only when it hits this red territory is the market overheated when we see tops. We just have recently left the green territory, suggesting there is a lot of room upwards before we find that resistance, the overheated market, when it would be worthwhile to sell your positions. And not only for Bitcoin, but altcoins right now, they're in the same territory they were in 2019, 2020, when nobody wanted to touch them with a 100-foot pole. Well, that was the time when the foundation was laid for 100x gains. Could be the time to scoop up some legacy altcoins at very steep discounts that could be in for potential 100x gains. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.